First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh.
Hi guys, so today I'm taking you all the way to Ghana, Ashaiman, Zenu, and Obatan to be precise. So this building that you are seeing is for sale, and the area is called Ashaiman, Zenu, and the community is called Obatan. So this house is for sale. As you can see, those are some two pictures that I have shared with you, and I've requested a video of the place to show you more about the house. So the house is actually going for 500,000 Ghana cedis, 500,000 Ghana cedis. So if you convert that into dollars, it's about 41,692 as of today's rate. Okay, as of today's rate that I'm using. So it could change in terms of the dollars, but the Ghana cedis doesn't change. Okay, because if the dollar goes down, the 41,692 could change, but the 500,000 Ghana cedis never changes as the price of the house. So bear that in mind. Today I might be saying 41,692, and if the dollar goes high or comes low, the price or the dollar value is going to change, but the cedi value is never going to change because that is the price of the house. So I will show you the more videos about the house later, and if you have any comment or if you have any question about the house, you can leave it in the comment section. So I'm actually showing you this video because I've lived in Ashaiman before, during my secondary education, and the reason why I'm showing you this video is how quickly places are developing in Ghana. And I remember when I was back in 2001, and that was when I started my secondary. So back then this place was really like a forest. Okay, this place was really like a forest. So now you can't even get a land to buy on this area. Okay, you can't even get a land to buy in this area. And sometimes people do say, oh, this place is not going to develop. Sometimes when people are buying land in recent times and they see the place being forest or bushy, however you want to describe it, they will say they don't like it because it's too far from the city, blah blah blah. But I'm showing you this video to let you know that this place was a forest, okay, and this place was really far from Ashaiman. And if you want to come to Zenu, you have to some people do walk, but it's a long distance from Ashaiman to Zenu. But now it's like it's one city. Ashaiman and Zenu is like all together, okay, all together. And there are communities around also. Okay, there is a dam right at the end of the video. You will see that dam, or I learned Kofi Kinata had shot a video on that dam. Okay, so that tells you how important this area has become in Ashaiman, or in Ashaiman, Zenu. So on the other street of on the other side of the dam, this is community 22 or community 24, sorry. And what I'm hearing is there is a lot of celebrities that are having houses over there. Okay, I think they said on Human Mercy have a structure there, Sako there have a structure there. So now you can't even get access to a land in this place. Okay, you can't even get access to a land in this place. So what I'm trying to say is, if you get a place to buy a land, because I know most people do, after they traveled abroad, they want to build back home because that is definitely where they come from. And some people will want to buy a land, but they might not get it because sometimes they see the place to be not well developed, blah blah blah. But I'm telling you today that everywhere, as far as there's light and there is internet, don't worry about whether it's a city or it's not a city, because in some 10 years, 20 years to come, you will regret not buying a land in those locations. So as you can see, this is the dam, and they are building resorts. They are building resorts Okay, there's a lot of resource projects that is going on around this dam. So again, this place is Zenu-Ashaiman, but this community here is called Obatine in Zenu. Okay, they call it Obatine in Zenu. So as you can see, all these projects are going on around this community, and on the other side of the dam is community 24, where Sarkodie and Ohima Mercy and some celebrities I heard are, putting up structures or building some projects over there. So now you can't even get access to these lands because of how lucrative or how people have seen um the kind of people moving to that area. So again, if you have a chance to buy a land in any place, just consider there's light and there is what, internet, because as time goes on, those places just develop into cities. Okay, those places just develop into cities. So just enjoy the rest of the video, and if you have any comment, any question that you want to ask me, you can ask me and I will personally respond it in the comment section. So again, this video is just to show you how quickly places are developing in Ghana. Okay, how quickly places are developing in Ghana. Now they say there's no village anywhere, thanks to the government for providing electricity in most of the villages. Okay, most places in Ghana are having electricity now, and internet are also getting to all those places that have light. So you can see the guy is enjoying the dam. I think he's going to the other side of the dam. Okay, that is community 24. People also do fishing here. People also do fishing. So I don't know whether he's going fishing, or those guys out there, I don't know whether they are going for fishing or they are just crossing the dam to the other community. So if you try to, if you want to buy land and it's in the city or it's not in the city, I think the most thing that you have to consider is whether there's light and there is internet. I think these two things should be your main target. I mean, nobody can decide for you where you want to put your building or where you want to put your home or your building structure at, but these two things are the main things that you want to consider if you are buying a home or a land in Ghana to build, because within short period, Zenu has changed into a big city. Okay, it has changed into a big city, and Zenu and Ashaiman are now it's like they are now together. You can't even differentiate between Zenu and Ashaiman. Before, there was a big forest, a big bush. Okay, but now the whole city has come together, the whole place has come together. Even the last time I went to Ashaiman, I didn't even recognize where I was at, because I couldn't differentiate between Ashaiman and Zenu. Okay, I couldn't differentiate between Ashaiman and Zenu because now the whole community has come together, and all the land and all the forests are gone. They are gone to they've replaced those places with what? With structures. So it is really encouraging how quickly Ghana is developing. Okay, and there are other things also to say to it, like how people are moving back to Ghana, especially Black Americans are moving back to Ghana because of how they see the place developing and how peaceful it is to stay in Ghana. And some people also ask, so why do people in the country do travel abroad? And what I know, or what I will say is, people travel abroad to go look for money and then come back home, build their house, and have some business doing. Okay, those are some of the reasons why people travel abroad. They want to have a better life when they come back home. So putting a structure back home, it is something that most travelers do take into consideration. People who travel abroad do consider that a lot because they see that to be very, very important. Okay, they see that to be very, very, very important, because you can't travel abroad without building a home or a house in Ghana. Okay, I mean, some people just want to live abroad without coming back home, that is up to them. Okay, that is totally up to those people. But everybody's vision and plan is different. Okay, some people want to travel and go look for money, come back home, build their house, have a business, and stay in Ghana. Some also would like to travel and stay abroad without coming back. And some even decide not to even build a structure back home. It's people have their, their decisions and their plans and their visions. But I wouldn't know why, because at some point you don't know what tomorrow will have for you. So you traveling abroad without building a house home, I mean, it's up to you. But ideally, I think you traveling abroad and building a house home is very, very important, because when you come back home, you should be able to go into your own house. You should be, you should be proud of that, because living in your own house in Ghana, it is something that you cannot compare to anything. Okay, it is something that you cannot compare to anything. If you go home and you live in your own house, no family stuff going on here and there, you living in your own house, it's a plus. Okay, it's really a plus. So if you're abroad and you want to build in Ghana, there are ways that you can do it. Okay, there are so many ways that you can do it. Now people are building for people for such situations. If you are living abroad and you want to build back home, and you don't trust some people and you want to trust some companies who build houses for people living abroad, there are people like that. Okay, all you have to do is to make sure that you contact the right people to to be able to reach those guys. So one thing I like about like Ghana and environment like this is the freedom. Okay, there's so freedom, like you don't really worry too much about mortgage, and there are so many things that is stress free. Okay, there are so many stress free situations, like you walking around and you can see even the fowls are walking freely. Okay, they are not in cage. Okay, so there is so much freedom in Ghana, and that is why I think most people or most Black Americans are moving there, because of the freedom. Okay, very stress free. Like I said, we build houses here with cash. Okay, we don't do mortgages. We build houses with cash. About 80, I would say like 70-80% of houses in Ghana are being owned without paying no mortgage on them. Okay, like this house that they are selling. Okay, this house that has been put on sale, the person is saying that within a year, whoever is buying it have to finish paying it, and he's going to get somebody to buy it cash. Okay, they are not going to do no mortgage and say, I'm giving this house to you for 30 years, so make a monthly payment. That is not the agreement. Okay, he's selling that house, and based on the question, I called the guy and I talked with the guy about the houses, how many rooms. So it's a 4-bedroom with 2 bath. 4-bedroom with 2 bath. So whoever is going to buy that house has 1 year to pay everything. Okay, if you have the cash to make the payment one day at the sitting, that is up to you. But yeah, so that is totally up to you. So if you want to, but they are giving you a year to make the payment. So that is the highest they can give you, 1 year to make the payment of 500,000 Ghana cedis, which is approximately about $42,000 at the moment. That's again that dollar value can change, okay, based off of the rate that keeps fluctuating back and forth. So this is the dam, and at the other side of the dam is the community 24. Okay, on the other side of the dam is the community 24. So these are the projects that is going on at the moment at the Obatan place. Okay, Obatan. So again, this area before you cross the dam is Obatan, and it's in Zenu-Ashaiman. So I think it's a very nice place to live, and it's very quiet, and it is really cool. Okay, it's really cool. I've been to Zenu before, and the last time I went to Ghana, I think 2022, I went there, and it's really, really cool. Okay, it's really cool to live there. So if you are looking for a community, I'm not sure if there are still lands to buy, but I will have to find out from the guy, and I think I will leave it in the comment section if maybe there are still lands here to buy, because it's very expensive even to buy land in this place now. Before, it was cheaper, okay, because nobody wanted to live here. Okay, nobody wanted to live here in 20 years ago. But at the moment, everybody is trying to live around the dam. So it's very expensive, and you can see there is no forest or there are no bushes around the dam because people have purchased it and they are making a lot of project here.